Hi, hello, good evening, salutations, and welcome back to the Headaches and Hot Takes podcast. I'm your host, Chaperian, alongside my co-host, Hern. He likes to wave while I say that little thing in the intro over there. But anyways, in case you didn't know who he was, that's Hern, a.k.a. the man who walked up the tallest flight of stairs in Universal Studios and took a photo looking down at them because you realized that tumbling down these stairs could be legitimately deadly. In the photo, you captured a random derpy man mid-step that you asked us to disregard, all while being among the first people ever to capture proof of the Wagner 4632 stair rail bracket being used in the wild. The Herniator! What's up, everybody?
That's me. That's me.
You
That's
did
me,
that.
pal.
That was you.
That was a momentous day.
How could we forget
to see
about
that
the time
bracket.
you did that?
Yeah, I was so excited to see that bracket in action. So it was so cool. And
I
like
think
that
that was-
random dude.
Yeah,
random
so you
dude,
took a photo, you
just-
posted it.
Just
There's a
just
person in the
disregard him, like,
photo
it's okay.
mid-step, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But it's not you. You're not the guy in the photo.
Yeah. I didn't
Meanwhile,
mean
why
to,
are
you
you
know?
going out of your way to document that these are the largest flight of stairs in Universal Studios? What are you doing?
I just want I didn't want, the archives in the future when people go back and look. They're like, "What the crap's this?" They know exactly what this is. They know why. I
Okay,
took
but
that
why
photo.
were you going out of your way? Because it was kind of like a backlot. These are like randomly accessible. I think they're meant for employees.
Two
Why are you on these
roads
stairs?
diverged, pal. Two roads diverged in the yellow wood, and that's why.
Technically,
You ever
anytime you
wanna-
change from one road to another, two roads diverge. You ever think about that?
you are turning from A road onto a B road.
Is
You
it
should
A,
be A.
B, A, C,
I love that so
C,
much.
B, A? Where?
B A where?
Of your surroundings.
Yeah.
You got me so pissed because I was like, "You're gonna throw some random bullcrap answer out." That was like, "Haha,
You said-
I know this." And you
My
don't."
favorite part of that was like, you're like, "Are there answers?" I was like, "Yeah." And like at the end, you were like, "What are the answers? They were real." I was like, "You said there were answers." I was like, "Yeah, lad."
Because you had to. You had to. You
Yeah,
did have to.
yeah.
You did have to. I agree.
It was for the game. It was for the game, but it worked out.
You ever think about the fact that when you're driving, you can merge? There's two lanes, okay? There's a right lane and a left lane. You're in the right lane. This is not your game.
Okay.
This is just a real scenario. You're in the right lane, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can go from the right lane to the left lane without turning your wheel left at all. You ever think about that?
If you wait for like a curve or something, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
if
not
you go
wrong.
into a big right-hand curve,
do that a lot.
you can go from the
Mhm.
right lane to the left lane, only turning your wheel right. Kind of
I
weird.
do that a lot. Like if there's nobody on the road,
In
I
the
do that a lot.
turnpike?
Like it
On the
yeah,
turnpike
I feel
road.
like a NASCAR driver. I'm like, this must be how they do it. They must take the must take the
would be
grain
proud.
and follow the line. I'm gonna
Yeah.
drive fast and I'm gonna turn to the left sometimes.
At some point, that just occurred to me. I was like, I just merged to the right or to the left. Went to the left lane, only moving my wheel to the right. I can't talk.
Dude, have you seen those videos? They make me feel so stupid. It's like when you're riding a bike and they say it's for a motorcycle to, traditional pedal bike. It's like you don't turn right to make the thing go right. You turn, like they always say something weird, like you turn left or you push left or whatever. I'm like, you're overcomplicating this, I feel like.
Did you know that in order to turn a bicycle to the left and not fall down, you have to first go to the right?
Turn right.
Isn't that weird?
Otherwise, you're just kind of like, I guess.
Yeah, you
Like,
fall.
Right. That's one of those things that, like, it technically makes sense, like, when you really think about it.
I mean,
but
it
these
has to
guys,
make sense
like,
with some terms
they're
of
talking about,
physics
like,
and
you push this way or you pull that way. I'm like, I think you're kind of overcomplicating the process of riding a bike. And I love that. It's like riding a bike. You never forget. Isn't that crazy?
It is kind of weird
Are
that you
there-
don't forget it. Yeah.
It's one of those things where, like, as a child, you're like, I'm never going to figure this out. Like, this is terrifying. I'm not
It
gonna
is
do it. And then you do
rough,
it once,
man.
for like 10 seconds, and it's for life.
Yeah.
You're set. That's so
It took me
weird.
like 2 years to learn how to ride a bike, too. It was not an instant process. It took me a hot minute to learn how to ride a bike. So
Yeah, I still can't, like, people like, no handlebars. I can't ride my bike with no handlebars. I have to have handlebars. I try to go like one hand on the handlebar sometimes, and I'm freaking out.
it's hard with one
I don't
hand
know.
on the handlebars. That's hard. I can do it with one hand. I don't know if I've ever tried with no handlebars, because why would I even try that? I know that people can do it.
There's no hands in
whatever.
general. Like,
Why would I try that? You know what I'm saying? Why?
that's the thing. Makes you cool.
Yeah,
Mom, no
exactly,
hands.
right? So,
Yeah.
whatever. Apparently, they used to like to put cards in the spokes as well because it made them sound like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good old days.
That's one of those, I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. I can't really conceptualize the desire. I want to sound like a motorcycle. You're not actually going to sound like a motorcycle, bro. We know you're not a motorcycle. We know it's a bicycle.
Those are the kids that grew up to put like the loudest muffler possible on their jacked truck.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, but I didn't know the best way to like, get to that point. I'm glad that you just said it yourself. Yeah. It's kind of like, I feel like those people grew up to annoy me.
People who annoy you.
Dude, I was at the park today, okay? You ever just see a group of kids and you're like, you were all theater kids? Might still be theater
for
kids,
sure.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm at a park today that has, I'm going to lowball this. That way I don't overstate this, okay? I am lowballing this, okay? The diameter of this park is at least 50 yards, okay? From like one end to the other end. It's a big loop, okay? Really nice park. These guys were being so loud that I could hear every word of their conversation 50 plus yards away. They were looping too, and Kat and I would stop and sit for a minute, whatever, playing Pokemon Go, our favorite pastime right now. And mega hot today. Our phones were literally getting overheated if they were in direct sunlight for like more than 2 minutes. Because
holy crap,
we're on it's a heat wave right now over here. It's rough, man. Felt like 97 all day. It sucks.
Dang.
I know, right? And there's some people like in Arizona that are like, whatever. 97 sucks. 97's not fun.
At least you're not the UK complaining about 78 degrees.
78 degrees.
We don't have air conditioning.
That's your fault.
What? You are a modern country. You're not some village in the middle of nowhere that has no technology. Why don't y'all have AC? What are you talking about?
You're wondering why you lost the revolution?
You don't have air conditioning in the year of our Lord.
Some years later.
2024, and you don't have air conditioning. First off. Second off, Americans just don't understand. We all have those grandparents. Like, at least one of your grandparents has that house. They don't have AC.
And it's weird.
It's a trailer from, like, 1930 that they've slowly built onto, whatever. So, like, the air circulation just sucks, period, if they have it. We know what it's like to basically not have AC.
That's funny you say that. Yeah. My grandparents' house is a double wide that they've expanded onto, and it looks so, like... When they told me that it was, it's a double wide trailer, I was like...
You wouldn't know. They do a good job.
Huh?
They do a good job.
Double wides are actually big. Double wides are bigger than, like, my childhood home. Double wides are big.
Yeah. You can get some nice double wides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, it's just
go ahead.
I don't know. The idea of, like, moving your home, I guess, is kind of... has a trashy reputation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mobile home. Double wides are nice, bro. I don't know.
Large load.
Anyways... Why did you say that on our podcast?
Large load. That's what those things say. They always like pull them down the road.
I thought they say wide load.
Oh, they do say wide load.
They don't say large load.
They call me large load.
No, they don't. Who's they? How would they know?
Hey. OnlyFans is rolling, baby.
All of this to say, yes. That's it.
All this to say yes. What do you... Was that yes to my OnlyFans statement, or was that yes to say all this to say yes? I don't know.
OnlyFans statement? I must have missed that.
Yeah, I said they call me large load. You're like, who's they? I said, buddy, the OnlyFans is rolling.
At least once per episode, I will go to listen to the episode after the fact, and I'm like, I talked too much while he was saying that for me to hear him say that, and so I don't answer.
I do love it. We both do it. Like whenever I'm editing, I'm like, oh, like a little funny because we back and forth said something at the same time or whatever.
Boobies.
Boobies.
All this to say, for the first time ever, I'm peeing. I have a game for you to play, sir. Because
wait, what was the point about the park? What do you mean?
I can't remember. Oh. Dude, I forgot. Why do you think I said all of this to say yes? Because I forgot what I was talking about.
I thought you were just being stupid. I didn't know you genuinely forgot. I thought you were just being stupid.
All of this to say, my God, they were loud and annoying. Talk about kids that grew up to annoy me. Most theater kids. Yeah, they were insanely loud. And it wasn't that crowded today. Like, the last time we were there, it was, like, packed. There's people everywhere. There was maybe 10% of that today. And so... I don't know. It was definitely like more spaced out. But at one point, I was talking to Kat. I was so annoyed by these guys, right? I, at one point, was like 7 or 8 feet away from her. And I got a little louder, right? I said, I'm talking loud right now, and I know for a fact they can't hear me. And I was like, they're all the way over there. I can hear every word they're saying. They're screaming at each other because it's like a group of 8 freaking theater kids all projecting la, 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 the loudest they can, right? Because they're like, I'm afraid they will not care if I'm not the loudest one there. And so they're all... Yeah, I thought she was doing... Dude! All of them talking at once. Just getting louder, right? And at one point, they were, again, across the way from us. Like, we got to where we were, like, you know, permanently as far away as we could be, which was really nice. At one point... They're like broken off into twos, right? And I can tell they're each having like multiple conversations. They're talking like they want everyone to still be able to hear them.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut up! Shut up! I wanted so badly. I told Kat, I was like, that is something I have become a crotchety old man about in my 20s. Is why are you being so loud?
Okay? Young people are so annoying.
I see people like blasting their music in their cars to where I can hear it. Even if I have music on, I'm like, why are you being so loud? You know what I'm saying? At the gym, okay? Dude, there's this one guy who, if I see him there, I'm like, God, he is always on the phone at the gym with his AirPods in. You're not allowed to have audio playing out loud. Though some people still do sometimes.
Of course.
But, like, dude's having a whole conversation. I'm like, God. And it's not like, I don't know. It's with no respect to the fact that there are other people there too. Like, there's this one like room designation area, right? It's like an enclosed room. He's talking loud enough for everyone in the room to hear him. I could have a conversation with my wife who's here with me in person in that room. No one's going to hear me. I don't want to hear your every word, bro. I've got headphones in too and I can only hear you. Shut up. But if I were to be like, hey man, can you please keep it down a little bit? Like, minding my own business over here, and you, Karen, had to go do this. Oh, God. Okay. Whatever.
Or you're going to get shot or
right?
Whatever.
And I just know, like, say that I say something to the theater kids, okay? Hey, can you guys keep it down? I'm on the other side of the park hearing every word you're saying, including all the F-bombs you're throwing out there in this public park with kids around. Okay?
Yeah.
Please.
Have some consideration,
right.
Please.
We're not bothering anybody. No one else has said anything because it's taboo to say anything. Mm-hmm. It's taboo to say anything
reacting right now. Yeah.
I'm saying something right now. You're too loud. Even if no one else says it, I promise we're all thinking it. You're too loud. Please just keep it down. Okay?
Yes.
Obviously, I didn't, and here I am. Her and I have a game for you. I saw some fat shaming going on the internet today.
Ooh.
And of course I partook.
No,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. What'd you say?
I'm always down for some shaming.
If nothing else, yeah, we kind of had the same vibe there. And of course I partook.
Yeah.
Partook. In this fat shaming, they were fat shaming this streamer who was on another famous streamer's stream, playing this game, and what it is fast food burger pictures pop up. Guess what restaurant the burger's from? I didn't miss a single one. Not one. Okay. And for what it's worth, the whole point of the video was this popped up and the guy was like, every single one. Big fat guy.
Is it queso?
In all seriousness. I don't think it was queso. I seriously don't think it was queso. I think I would recognize
this would be queso. A queso-driven thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would recognize queso. I didn't recognize this guy. So maybe. I don't think it was queso. Anyways. Yeah. So I'm going to show you a fast food burger with 3 multiple choice options. You have to tell me what fast food restaurant that burger is from. If you're at home and you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can use the video to play along. If you're not, you'll have to use your imagination. I have 7 burgers here. I went 7 for 7, and I was matching his speed with all except for like one of these. And so there's one that I guess technically I had the answer spoiled for me, but they're easy. They're really easy, I thought. So let's play.
I'm excited.
Are we fat?
Are
do
we
just eat a lot of
fat?
Are we obese? Are you ready?
Obese.
Burger number 1, sir.
Let me click on the picture here. Wendy's, Sonic, McDonald's. That looks like McDonald's to me, pal.
1 for 1. What gave it away?
Hey.
Yeah, I think you're going to actually do good at this game, by the way. I think this is a game you're actually going to do really nicely at. For the first time, maybe ever.
Because I'm fat. Thank you for.
Because you're fat.
Thank you for squeezing that in there. Yeah.
But no, I think you'll get these. I don't know. You like fast food? I think you and I both like fast food a lot. So
I love fast food. Yep.
yeah. What's the
food,
giveaway
it's
for this
fast.
being a McDonald's burger?
For me, it's like the thickness of like McDonald's burgers are pretty.
Agreed.
Thick. So there you go. No
And
sesame
that and the
seeds.
onions to me. I don't get onions on my McDonald's burgers, but they look like that in all the pictures. So to me, I'm like, that's a dead giveaway.
Okay.
So, all right, burger number 2 is loading in now. I believe. I don't think it's the same one. Yeah, no, it's burger number 2. It's in there.
Ooh, so now this could be. Oh God, Arby's being on here is weird. I'm just gonna immediately say Sonic.
It is Sonic.
Okay.
You want to know something? There's multiple burgers on this list I've never even had, and I got them correct. I didn't miss a single one. Multiple burgers on this list I've never had, including a Sonic burger. And I'm like, that just looks like it's from Sonic. That just looks like it's from Sonic. So, yeah, easy peasy. I guess if you're wanting to play along at home, you better pause as soon as I have this picture pop up on the screen. Because
we quick
we
with
quick
it.
with it,
Yeah.
which is kind of the whole point of this. Because same thing's going to happen for this one too. So you better pause as soon as this third picture pops up on your screen. Because we're going to get this one ASAP. This is easy peasy.
Red Robin's Arby's. I'm gonna get Red Robin.
Really? No,
Robin's
bro. That's
Burger
Burger King. It's got the char grilled burger. That's a Whopper.
I do not go to Burger King like ever, so that's I'm fine with missing
Okay.
that. I'm fine. Yeah.
Wow. I'm
I can
shocked
have
you missed that one.
Why is the
That
patty
is-
so low? Burger King. The patty's
Why's-
the bottommost thing.
Yeah, that's how they do this. Isn't that kind of weird?
I don't like that. I don't like.
But
that.
I mean, the Sonic burger was the same thing, just with a piece of cheese under it. I guess the McDonald's one had
another
onions
patty.
under it, so I guess there's technically something under the patty.
Yeah,
that important to
it's
you?
just weird to have that patty. I don't want my. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you keep stewing on that. Here's burger number
Okay.
4.
Number 4. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Okay. But the bacon, I'm gonna say Wendy's. And see this one. Look how much stuff is below the patty, dude.
Scott, have you ever seen a burger with an egg on it from Wendy's?
I don't know, but I just went with the bacon. Is it Red Robin's?
Yeah, it's Red Robin.
I don't like eggs, bro. I don't get eggs on
They
burgers.
spelled Red Robin wrong on this too, by the way. They have it
BB.
like possessive with 2 N's or 2 B's. It's
Yeah.
Robin like the bird. I don't know why
Red
there's 2 B's.
Bobbin. I don't get eggs on anything, so I just was with the excessive amount of bacon on this burger. I went Wendy's.
Wow. You don't get bacon on anything. Wow. That's wild, man.
No, I don't get egg on anything. I'm sorry. If
Oh,
that's
okay.
bacon.
I
don't
misheard
get
you
egg.
badly.
So I'm not gonna notice. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever seen a burger at Wendy's with egg on it? No, because I don't look for it. So I don't.
I think you can technically get on the breakfast Baconator, but it doesn't have any like lettuce, tomato, stuff like that. But I've never had Wendy's breakfast, and I don't intend to have Wendy's breakfast. If I'm
Bad
being
bobbin'.
completely honest with you. So, all right, are you ready for burger number 5? You're only batting 500 now, sir. You are 2 for 4.
Yeah, hopefully it's one I've heard of. Sonic, McDonald's, Wendy's. I'll go Wendy's.
No, sir. No, that's McDonald's as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's a quarter pounder. Quarter pounder with cheese, if I'm not mistaken. I
Burgers
thought
are
I
weird,
don't
huh?
know.
One-
Wendy's has square patties, bro. You know that, right?
Okay, fair. I guess
Yeah.
I didn't look at the picture long enough to.
I guess
fully
you could have said
determine that it
Sonic,
wasn't
but then again,
square.
we already had Sonic. If you think about the other Sonic burger, this looks.
We've already had
nothing like
McDonald's
it, right?
too.
I know.
We've had McDonald's too.
Right. Yeah. Well, sorry you got that one wrong. You're now batting under 500.
Hey, I'm not fat. This is great. I'll lose this.
You like
I'll lose
losers are the winners in this game, buddy. Losers are the winners in this game.
Yes. I'm
All right,
fine
burger
with
number 6. You need this one and the next one to have over 50%.
this. Whataburger.
Scott.
What did I just say?
What did I just say for the last burger,
Something is wrong
Scott?
with you if you got all these.
What did I just say last burger?
Wendy's isn't the only place ever that has square burgers. There's no way.
It is. That's the only fast food nationwide chain that has square burgers. Absolutely. Yeah, it is.
You lagged out. Your face is frozen for me.
Yours was too. Yours was frozen too.
Oh, here you come.
I'm here. You hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Wendy's is the only fast food chain nationwide with square burgers. You might find a small regional chain that has them that I'm not aware of. I know White Castle has square slider patties. That's the only place I know of with squares.
Wendy's, White Castle, Crystal, to name a few.
Crystal's also only sliders, just like White Castle. Wendy's is the only place you can get a fast food burger with square patties, sir.
Well, I couldn't tell you that because I'm not.
Okay, I told you that. You still got it wrong. So that's the issue that I'm having here.
First off, if just now you said Wendy's is the only one that has square, I didn't hear that.
I don't know that I said that. I said Wendy's has the square patties or square. I might have even just said Wendy's has square patties. I gave you one with a square patty. Next slide.
I know that Wendy's has square patties, but I didn't know that Wendy's was the only one that has square patties, especially compared to Whataburger, which I've had a whopping like 3 times. Maybe they've got a burger that I've never had that's square.
No. I've never had it any times, and I know that.
Well,
I'm not griefing you. I'm just shocked. I thought you'd do a lot better than 2 for 6 going into round 7. Here's the 7th and final burger, sir, for the slightest sliver of redemption. Here we are.
I'm gonna miss it on purpose. That looks disgusting. That's far too pale. Is that Whataburger's though?
That is Whataburger. Yeah, it is. The green chilies. That's how I knew that.
Yeah, that and the really pale bun makes that not look appetizing to me.
So
Whataburger is better than that looks.
But that's white cheese and yellow cheese, right?
It looks like it. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. I don't really get the point of that because I've always wondered. Did you ever wonder, like, what makes the cheese yellow? You ever wonder that?
No.
You never wondered that?
I could not care less what makes cheese
because
yellow.
There's like white cheddar and cheddar. White American and American. You know what I'm saying?
That's the color of the teat on the cow.
No, it's food dye, bro. They're dyeing it. Why?
Okay. I guess to help differentiate it.
But I, growing up, always felt like, okay, I like white American way more than white American. They're the same cheese, just with no food coloring. I always, and still to this day, for what it's worth, I would probably argue I prefer white cheddar over cheddar. Supposedly they're the same. I don't know. As far as my understanding of it goes. So I'm curious, what's up with this burger to have one white cheese, one yellow cheese, especially if they are the same kind, white cheddar and cheddar.
I don't know. You can't do that like in the. I'm not saying this might be no new information to anybody, but it is to me. There's a burger place nearby that we go to a lot, and if you get like a double stacker, you can pick different. You can get one slice of American, one slice of whatever. You can mix it.
Do they just ask you though?
Yeah,
what
cheeses?
They'll
say what for your cheeses, and like you.
That's kind of dope. I kind of love that.
American, but yeah,
you just go straight American.
That's fine. I get American. My wife gets cheddar. It's about as adventurous as we go.
If American is the only option, I'm fine with American cheese. If I have any other choice besides American cheese, I'm not getting American cheese. I'm just not. It's fake cheese. It's not even real cheese, bro. You seem embarrassed or something. Like, are y'all good?
No, I'm fine. What do you mean it's fake cheese? So what all cheeses are real?
It's cheese
are
product.
Fake cheeses?
Is all. There is dairy and stuff in there, but it's like made in the lab, basically. It's the best I can tell you. And as far as I know, it's the only cheese like that like we do slices of. Like, there's cheese whiz, obviously. But you pulling up the ChatGPT. I like how ChatGPT's helpful when you need it.
It's just, it's not the end all be all.
I'm messing with you, bro. American
cheese often refers to a type of processed cheese, which can lead to questions about its authenticity compared to traditional cheeses.
Yeah.
Why some consider it fake. Unlike traditional cheeses, which are made from curding milk and aging the product, American cheese undergoes additional processing steps. This can make it seem less authentic. To cheese purists, screw off cheese purists.
I'm not a cheese purist. I'm not going to okay that label on me. But, I mean, it's weird cheese, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks weird. It tastes different than all of the rest. Like, massively different. So I don't blame anybody for saying...
but it is a processed cheese product that differs from traditional cheeses in its manufacturing process and ingredient composition.
It has a bunch of extra fake stuff pumped into it that other cheeses don't have, bro.
That's why it's American.
Exactly. It's such an insult to us.
That's why.
That's like calling the Cowboys America's team. Way to insult the whole country, bro.
No, don't compare American cheese to the Cowboys. Don't do that.
Oh, they're very similar.
American cheese is good, dude. American cheese is good.
You said it yourself. The Cowboys are often very good, and they have the highest win percentage in NFL history, if I'm not mistaken. What are you
Most
googling
popular
now?
cheeses on burgers.
It's gonna say American.
Cheddar number 1, 2 American cheese, 3 Swiss. Ugh.
Yeah, I'd say that's
Pepper
probably.
jack. Blue cheese. If you're putting blue cheese on a burger, check yourself into a mental hospital.
I've never had blue cheese on a burger. I like blue cheese. I'd do it on a burger. Yeah, I like it. It's good.
If that's your entire cheese on a burger, check yourself into a mental hospital.
I could see it on like a deluxe specialty.
You know what this burger needs?
Fancy
Let's see.
restaurant
Lettuce,
burger.
onions, tomato. Yep. Mold. Put mold on this burger, please. Stop. Provolone. Provolone's great. Provolone's probably my favorite
fantastic.
cheese. Love provolone.
It's one of my favorite cheeses. Yeah.
And then Gouda. Isn't Gouda always like a weird consistency?
Gouda is like, okay, yeah, Gouda is always a weird consistency. I think that's very fair to say.
It's like
about
soft.
Gouda. It seems
It's
like,
like soft.
it seems very brittle to me. Comparatively.
I thought it was like soft.
Well,
Yeah. It looks
obviously
like
there's
that
different ways to
big
get
like
it.
wheel. It's like if you picture like a wheel of cheese, like the red thing on the outside, like that's Gouda. Like I don't know if I like that on a burger.
I like Gouda. It's good. You
It's
never had
really
Gouda on
called
a burger ever?
semi-hard cheese. I don't know how often, if ever, I have swayed from cheddar or American. Unless I'm at a cookout, I just didn't know any better.
So like, okay, if I run you through like a list of cheeses real quick, have you had Swiss on a burger?
Not that I know of.
Provolone?
Not that I remember.
Have you had any besides maybe cheddar or American on a burger to your knowledge?
Not that I can sit here and
Yeah.
tell you, yeah, I did, and it was good or bad. I can't.
You should break away from it. It's really good. Like different cheeses can make or break a burger. And for what it's
do
worth,
love-
I'm not saying I've never had a burger where I was like that cheese screwed the whole burger up. Like the cheese always
Fair.
It's good. So
Fair.
Yeah.
I do like provolone. Definitely overall, like if I make a sandwich at home, a turkey sub, or if I get
provolone's
like
hard to go wrong with, man.
if I got a hot sandwich, it's always provolone. I like provolone a lot.
I
I haven't had it on a burger though.
Pepper jack is probably my go-to for what it's worth. I love
Okay.
pepper jack. So
Okay.
yeah. But anyways, at the end of the day, sir, you went 2 for 7.
I'm
very
not fat,
disappointed.
buddy. Woo! I'll take
You beat
it.
the
I'll take
allegations. Let's just put it that way. You beat the
allegations of
allegations.
Yeah. What do
So,
I know what my BMI is right now? How do you calculate your BMI?
It's bad. My BMI, I've always been like a twig compared to a lot of people out there. My BMI says that your BMI's terrible. Okay.
Oh god, yeah, never mind, I don't want to know this.
Okay, dude. You wanted the one issue with BMI? If you're primarily muscle, if you have, which I'm not, this is unrelated to the me thing, people. I'm not being like, I am pure muscle.
98 percentile, baby!
If you're pure muscle, 0 fat, your BMI is going to be awful because like
Right.
muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah.
You're all muscle. It's like,
What's
dude,
the-
your BMI's so
your-
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they calculate your body fat percentage? How do they do that?
So it's kind of wild, actually. The way they did it in like middle school and high school is, and this is how they did it when I had my BMI taken last year. There's like scales that literally like send things through your body and will receive like signals as to how much body fat there is. And it's like one of the most accurate ways on the planet to get your body fat percentage. It's actually wild. It's really crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude. There's a formula for it. It's using log 10. In the middle of this formula. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm using log base 10. I haven't seen that in like freaking 10 years, bro. Log base 10? I haven't seen that.
Log 10. Ain't no way, he said.
No.
There's a
body fat
formula for this.
percentage
It's using
equals-
log 10. Ain't no way.
For
I can do a
men,
logarithm if
waist
I had to. No way.
measurement, You measure the level of your navel. Measure at the level of your navel, your belly button for those at home. Measure your waist, and then you measure your neck, just below your larynx, Adam's apple. And then your body fat percentage is 86.01. I don't know where that number came from. Times log 10.
Times log 10.
Parenthesis, waist minus neck. Minus 70.041. Where are they getting these numbers? Times log 10 times your height plus 36.76. This is made up. This makes no sense.
This is not, they didn't do any of this crap. they didn't measure from my neck to my navel when I got my BMI taken last year.
How does just my neck and my belly button size determine the fat in my body? That seems really weird.
Yeah, it is
I don't
weird.
know if I believe
And like
that.
I said, they did not measure me specifically like that when I got my BMI for my my mandated work insurance yearly health check and blood work.
Yes.
My BMI, they were like, it's red, bro, on the scale. You're bad. And I'm like,
What is it? Do it right now. Do your BMI.
I don't know it. Do it? I don't know my body fat percentage at all. I don't even guess.
No. BMI is just your height and your weight. That's all you need to know.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's okay. How are you getting this then? What were you doing here?
That's what I did at first. I did body mass index, which is what BMI is. I was looking up the formula for body fat percentage. Like how
I just got weighed this week, so I actually do know my weight.
Yeah,
exactly.
I want to see
my
what
BMI
is.
26.
Let's see. 26 what?
26.0.
I'm 26.4.
Okay.
So
what are we supposed to
which
be?
Which means, for me, it says if I'm over 25, I'm overweight.
Yeah,
Apparently
exactly.
18 and a half to 24 and a
Yeah,
half.
I'm considered overweight. Overweight. Okay, buddy.
Your little me on the Wii Fit will go
Yeah. Dude, that was crazy. Was it not?
That thing would kill, dude. That thing would kill your confidence so quick. The Wii Fit board.
I never had to do that to me, for what it's worth. I have to just be straight
Was that a computing noise? What was that?
Kinda, yeah. I was like, I started the sentence. I kind of have to finish
English
the
or
sentence
Spanish?
now. It never did it to me. Shut up, bro. I'm gay. Would you just move, Scott? Stop with this crap. Stop. Enough with this. We don't need this back-to-back weeks.
Baby, you got something in your nose. The little song that always plays in the background of it.
I didn't even know that. I've not seen enough of those to know that was a song. So
It's all over my...
That's a big trend right now. Yeah.
It's all over my TikTok.
People just know when they hear English or Spanish. Don't move. English or
We
Spanish.
need to make a TikTok on last week's episode of me doing that and put that song with it. Fire
You'd win.
TikTok. Easy.
You'd beat anybody. You'd win.
I hope.
You'd beat anybody, man. You are the least
American
gay
challenge.
of them all.
Ooh, it's a spectrum.
Is it a spectrum? I've never really considered that.
That's what they say. They say sexuality is a spectrum. So that means somewhere on the planet there is somebody
Someone
who
is the most gay.
and there's somebody who is the least gay.
That's hilarious.
That's gay, bro.
That's gay, bro. You said that. You're the one letting him suck it. One of my favorite things you've ever said. And then I'm just there being like, nope, can't put this in the episode. Nope, we can't. Got it. Got it. You're the one letting him suck it.
It's producing it faster than I
That's gay,
can suck
bro.
it.
What did you say?
What was that about?
What'd you say?
It was crap.
What did you say?
I'm producing it faster than it's sucking it, is what I said.
What
was that about?
At the dentist when there's like
Yes, that's what I was. Yeah, that quote with no context. I'm producing it faster than it's sucking it. I have to feel like there's so few contexts in the world where that actually makes sense.
That's so bad.
And the sucker at the dentist, it makes sense. For all of us, I assume. I assume most of us fall
I'm
into that
producing
category
it faster than he's sucking it. God. That's so good.
Well, we are both overweight. I'm apparently slightly
Both
more overweight than
slobs.
you. But I didn't know the burgers, so I'm kind of, this is a win tonight.
So wait, what was the formula you were doing?
Was
that
body
locked
fat
in?
percentage. Like how you hear like Tyreek Hill has like less than 1% body fat. I'm like, how do they find that? How do they get that?
There's scales that
That's
can
what
do
I'm-
that for you, accurate to like
Right.
the 99th percentile. It's not that bad.
Right.
So I don't know
Right.
why I would ever use log 10. So
Yeah, that was the U.S. Navy method, apparently. The U.S. Navy method uses circumference measures to estimate the body fat percentage.
gun to my head, use log 10 in any formula, I'm dead. That's it, bro. I'm cooked, man. I don't know how to use a logarithm these days. I couldn't even do like 3 factorial.
Minus the square
Like,
root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
are you doing the? Hold on, don't tell me what it's called. The Oh God, what was it called? Quadratic equation.
The
quadratic formula.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You almost never had to use it. Like, it was only if you were missing information.
Like everything in math ever. I agree that algebra, to a degree, can be useful. I know this measurement and this. If I had this measurement, I would know this. Okay, I can use this and I can figure this out. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But once the moment you start throwing in like cubes, like 3 cubed, get out. You never need that.
To a degree, that's fair. I just think algebra is the last important math that you need. If what I meant, when I said you never have to use it, I meant even in math, you never need quadratic formula unless they're like, use the quadratic formula to solve this. It's like specific. Mm-hmm. I'm like, anytime I need information like that, I have everything I need. Yeah. I don't have to resort to the quadratic formula. So, yeah.
I don't have to either.
I don't have to.
For the first time ever, I'm using the quadratic formula.
That would have made that even funnier, bro. You're the one letting him suck it.
I'm producing it faster.
All of that to say, yes. Anyways.
Love that bookmark.
I believe it is time for former NFL player Bubba Franks, his favorite segment of the week.
Hey, Bubba. Hey, Forrest. If I'd known this is the last time I'd talked to Bubba, I'd thought of something better to say. Isn't that a good quote, though? Honestly, that's a decent quote.
It's kind of good.
Because you never know when the last time you're going to speak to somebody is. So,
by the way, I thought of a hot take today that I think is incredibly controversial that I am excited to share with you next week. So,
you sure you want to wait that long? You sure you don't want to piggyback it on the mind this week?
I could do that if you want, if mine sparks enough conversation, which I don't know that it will. It's up to you. I'm not trying to hijack you. I know you're excited when I'm like, I think this is actually controversial. This is going to be one of the more controversial things we've ever said on the pod.
Ooh, okay,
because of the context.
So now, what I'm thinking is, because I don't think mine is much of a hot take. I think to some it is. I don't think specifically. I don't think to you. I think it can be a hot take for sure. I think specifically for me and you, it's not. I think you will agree with me. So let me go ahead and give my take. It probably will be quick, and then we'll still have time to get to your controversial thing if you think so.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And for what it's worth, episode 48 is this episode, correct? We're 2 episodes away from episode 50, where we will be going back over former hot takes of the week, regrilling them, revisiting them, adding new layers to them, perhaps. It's going to be a really fun episode. Make sure you tune in for episode 50. That being said, I guess I'm going to go. I haven't really prepared many talking points about this.
I can, if you need a moment, let me spill my hot take for 2 minutes, and then you come in.
Mine's just a sentence, and we can talk about it. I'm ready when you are. Either way, you want to go first? Let's go. Let's do it. And we'll just never talk about our subject that we've had planned for a month.
Apparently, never will. I told you it's gonna be December.
It's gonna be NFL season before we talk about it.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
My hot take, buddy. That again, I don't think you'll disagree with. It's kind of multi-layered, so maybe you'll disagree with one of these layers. I'm just gonna say it, and the main reason I think this could be a hot take is because I'm saying it's not even close. These statements. I think Nintendo is the best video game producer of the big 3. I think it's not even close. I think Mario is the best video game, whatever word you want to use, franchise of all time. I don't think it's close. I really don't. I told you this week we had some friends over. We were playing Mario Party for the first time I played Mario Party in a long time.
Superstars or Super Mario Party?
They had Super Mario Party. We have
Super
the
Mario custom dice blocks where each character has their own.
Yeah, it was cool.
Kind of not fun, actually, because there are better characters than others as a result. But okay.
Yes,
Were
literally.
you boo?
For one game, I was, yes.
He's mathematically the best character in the game. So
really? Okay.
His dice block is the best, yeah, in terms of getting the furthest rolls. Yeah.
Okay. Name a genre of any video game, and Mario has it. They got the story-driven of Galaxy, which has some of the great stories, and they're pretty grand. They got this little side scrollers that you can kind of turn your brain off and play, whatever. Mario Party, you want to have fun with friends, there you go. And it's so cool that they've built this ginormous universe that it's Mario Party. It's like, I'm not saying the games themselves in Mario Party are 100% unique, but the fact that they're using characters from Mario, that's insanely cool to me.
They're the best-selling racing game of all time.
Right, Mario Kart. Like, I I don't know. I think Mario is the face of video games. I think there's no franchise that is so broad. If you sincerely between Mario Party, Mario Kart, traditional Mario games, if you can't find one you like, I don't know. You're just not a joyful person.
A great point. I'm like, you just kind of. Are you sure you like video games?
Right.
Really?
Like, there is something for you. I'm not saying you have to like it all, but there's something for you.
I would go as far as to say this, not to cut you off.
No.
I'm going to go as far as to say, just take Super Mario 64, which I think has stood the test of time and is still among the greatest video games of all time. I don't think that's a hot take. That's a widely common opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you cannot have fun playing Mario 64, or have never had fun, it's your first time ever playing it, seeing it, whatever, you're like, I don't think I would like this game. I just don't think you like video games. And we all know there's people who will play like a random Candy Crush on their phone or Tetris, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll play whatever. And this is not an insult, but I would look at that person and say, I don't really think you like video games. That's fine, you don't have to. But if you swear you're like, oh yeah, Call of Duty, yeah man, can't wait for the Destiny update, man, Elden Ring, yeah, those people don't tend to go. Those typically aren't the same person.
Yeah.
But then you're like, I don't think Mario 64 is all that fun. I'm like, I don't even actually think you like video games, bro. I don't.
Yeah, you haven't given it an honest try. I don't think. Yeah, and yeah. I think I want to before somebody somehow connects me to hating on Star Wars to this, because I
Okay.
don't hate Star Wars for the massive universe. If anything, I think I have given Star Wars props before about the universe is so big that they have these characters.
It's too big.
They have these stories that they have so many shows. I agree, it's too much now.
It's too big.
But like, I do appreciate that like you've built out this universe of like so many characters that you could do so many different things with, and I think Mario has done a fantastic job of that.
Yeah.
So that's the hot take is that I don't think it's close, bro. Especially the biggest one for me is Nintendo. Nintendo by far. They are so
it's not even
innovative.
Close.
The Wii was the craziest thing ever whenever it came out.
Yeah, it was.
Like, the motion controls.
Had
me
like, thinking that's how video
out.
games are going to be forever. I thought for forever, this is how they're always going to be. Thank God they're not. Anyway.
And then, like, Sony had the motion thing, and Xbox had the Kinect, whatever.
They tried.
But then even now, every single generation, Nintendo is breaking the mold. The Switch, you could literally take it anywhere you are. Yeah, they have the PSP, and, like, Steam Deck and stuff is not nearly as... First off, it came much later.
PS Vita was the one that you could pick up with the PS4, I believe, right?
Right.
But it was only
I think it had
games.
like limited games.
It did.
Like, I'm sorry.
You had to buy it for the
Nintendo,
Vita
bro.
too, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Yeah. I think you're right. So,
yeah.
I don't think it's even close, bro. Nintendo,
I
great
don't either.
stories, great games.
And you haven't
great
even
soundtracks.
mentioned it, but
It's
like
fantastic.
all the other franchises they have too, they're 1/3 owner. I believe it's 1/3 exactly. I think it's exactly 1/3 of Pokemon. So every Pokemon game is only exclusive to Nintendo consoles. The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Fire Emblem,
Kirby.
which no one cares about here, but it's massive in Japan. Animal Crossing, which is way bigger than I ever thought it was going to be as a kid. Like, I thought that was just one of those girly pop games. Oh my God, it's huge, dude.
Ginormous.
So I don't think it's close either. I don't even know that it's really a hot take these days, because I think I'm imagining you saw that tweet that was like, how are they dog walking the entire video game industry with a 7-year-old Android tablet as their console?
Yep.
And they are. And the point that it comes down to, I've said this for years about Nintendo, and I guess there was someone from Nintendo who said this during I believe the Wii U era. He never saw the Nintendo Switch come out. He passed away before then. Satoru Iwata. He had to have said this during the Wii U era then. But he was essentially, the best way I can summarize it, because I don't want to quote him, but he was like, graphics are great. Video games are supposed to be fun at the end of the day. I don't care how good it looks if it sucks to play, bro. So, now that being said, there are instances on Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come to mind. They are laggy messes with frame drops, and they look very cartoony, and it wasn't intentional either. You could tell they were trying certain things, and they just didn't really work. And I'm like, that's kind of inexcusable, given the age of the hardware and how long 3D games have been out.
True.
Still a very fun game at the end of the day. It's a great game. So all that to say, I just think Nintendo games are the only games consistently that I'm like, this is fun. Just at the end of the day.
I agree.
You look at a game like Fortnite. I love Fortnite. You like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. Have you seen that?
No more Fortnite.
Right? No more Fortnite. $19 Fortnite card. Who wants it?
Fortnite Battle Pass.
We love Fortnite. One bad season right now that you and I could not believe they thought was a good enough idea to carry a whole season and not a 2-week mini event, pure chaos, crazy, wild, everything. No. Whole season. The summer season, which for years developed a reputation of everyone's out of school. We got to nail the summer season.
Yeah.
And again, they sucked it up. And I'm like, what were you doing? Right? Nintendo could never, is all I'm saying. They would never, bro. Okay? Even at their lowest, which was during the Wii U era, lowest in terms of sales, lowest in terms of games with a Nintendo label on them that weren't that fun, you still had bangers coming out left and right. Mario Kart 8. I have made the argument, sir, on this here podcast. Mario Kart 8, specifically Deluxe, for what it's worth, might be the greatest Nintendo video game of all time. It came out on the Wii U. It's the worst selling Nintendo home console ever by a huge margin. They were considering, people were looking at Nintendo from the outside, financial experts were considering they're going to have to sell if this keeps up. And here we are. They just kept making fun games. They perfected the Wii U formula of the tablet, going to the TV and whatnot.
So cool.
With the Switch.
So cool.
The Switch is, I have no problem saying as a 90s kid per se. I was born in 99. I relate more to 90s kids than I do anything else. So I call myself a 90s kid, right? If you name one of the qualities of only 90s kids will remember, I remember it. I'm a 90s kid, all right? Don't give me grief. So as a self-proclaimed 90s kid, I have no problem saying the Nintendo Switch is my favorite video game console ever. They just keep getting better and better and better and better. Have you really thought about the library for it? The games you can play on this are insane.
That's another thing about Nintendo. The backwards compatibility, always. You got a Nintendo DS, you could play your Game Boy Advance games. Literally at every stage. GameCube could play old games, like Wii playing old games, everything.
GameCube could play Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games.
Yes.
With the Game Boy Player.
Also, this is just random. I looked it up. And yes, the Switch did come out 3 years before the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. That doesn't matter. These numbers are so big.
Yeah,
it doesn't. The Switch has sold over 129 million units compared to the 40 and 21 of PlayStation and Xbox, respectively.
You know it's gonna break the record, bro. It's gonna pass the PS2 for best selling game console of all time. It's gonna do it.
I thought Wii was. It was PS2.
I thought it was Wii too. I'm so happy you said that. I got into a conversation with a friend from work, same guy I was talking about that I was talking about sitcoms with. This was about a year ago. And I was like, look at the Wii. You know, it's not technically the greatest system ever, but it's the best selling system ever. He was like, PS2 is the best selling system ever. I was like, huh? Nuh-uh. I'm like, yeah, bro. He was like, yeah, bro, it is. It is. It is the PS2. PS2 is the best selling system ever.
I didn't know. It says that.
Yeah. Why did we think it was the Wii? Why?
I don't know. PS2
I thought it was the Wii as well.
155 million. Wii is 101 million. So
yeah, it's not even close, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The Wii's better. Wii is much better than the PS2 in my mind.
It's tough. I might actually give it to the PS2 because, I mean, the PS2, that is just pure gaming right there, man. Like,
it was like the peak of that era.
God, it was good, man.
It was very nice.
And you bring out the PS3. The PS3 is where one of my favorite franchises of all time went wrong with Madden because they were like, this engine doesn't work on the PS3. I have to rebuild the whole game from scratch, and we've not done that in years. And it sucks. And it still sucks. So, yeah, that generation of console, which I still like the Xbox 360, that's where gaming kind of went wrong for a little bit. I didn't care about the Wii U. Super Smash Bros., which we haven't mentioned, by the way. Such a good game. Who's your main again? Remind me. It's Pac-Man and...
Pac-Man, Lucas, Ike.
You like 2 Fire Emblem characters.
Is Lucas Fire Emblem?
Lucas is dude, okay. I was thinking of Marth. Lucas is Mother.
Mother, yes.
Or what's the other one called? Something space. Help me out. Earthbound, yes.
Ness
and Lucas are from Earthbound. Ike says this really funny thing. He has this voice line. I bet you know it if you play him a lot. He goes, "Get out of my way." You know what I'm saying? I have a friend that I joke with. It literally sounds like he's saying, "Get out of my wife." Seriously,
That's great.
If you have 5 seconds right now and you care even a little bit, Google Ike, get out of my way, and try to hear "Get out of my wife." That's what it sounds like he's saying. So
One of the best things about Ike for me was when you get on a hot streak and the crowd starts chanting, "We like Ike!
We like Ike."
like Ike!" I love that.
I like that
yes.
with Roy, who I liked in Melee, although he's not that great in Melee, and I still
Roy's
like
our
him now,
boy?
but he's
Is that what they
lower down.
said?
Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy.
That was cool.
And I also find it interesting with Roy. He's from Fire Emblem. You know the very first game Roy appeared in? Super Smash Brothers. That was his first game ever. Super Smash Bros. Melee came out. Roy was in it. He had never been in a video game. That's crazy. That's wild.
That's interesting. Huh.
So, anyways, all of this to say, yes.
Nintendo the GOAT. Sorry.
Nintendo is the GOAT, and it's really not that close.
Nintendo and Mario are the GOATs.
I'm all about Nintendo superiority in this house. I mean, I've got a whole shelf of Pokemon stuff over here, and they are just, they're the biggest media franchise ever. But I mean, when it comes to Nintendo, Pokemon is just one of, you name it. You know what I'm saying? In terms of everything. I mean, look at this. Look at this right here.
Ba-ba.
You know what I'm saying? I think I like Nintendo.
Yep.
What do you think?
A little bit. I like that. That's nice.
This is a gift, by the way. I didn't come up with this. They just saw this, thought he would like this.
Nice. Okay. I like that.
But, yeah, I'm all about it, pal. Now, are you ready for what I think is polar 2 worlds of takes here, my man? One of them's like, I like Nintendo, Mario's fun. I'm going to hate on us for a second. And it's going to sound really bad if taken out of context, okay?
Well, we're great at taking stuff out of context here, so that's great.
You're the one letting him suck it. Are you ready, sir?
Bring it. I'm excited.
Can we calm down with the amount of handicap parking spaces there are?
Why are you upset about this?
I know this sounds so bad, right?
Why are you upset
Dude,
about this?
I went to a Target today, okay? I went to Target today, and I had to loop around the whole parking lot. This is not a sob story. This is not a woe is me. I'm not, okay?
I had
to loop around the whole parking lot, 3 rows, to find one parking space way down there, okay? Guess how many handicap parking spaces they had?
Over 10.
16!
It's a big target, probably.
Guess how many were taken?
Is it a super target?
None. Super Target? What?
Was
Like
it a
Super
super
K?
target?
Like the big, like the Kmart you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. They're super targets.
Big K? Super K?
Or
They
is it
call them
Target
Super
Plus?
Targets?
It might be Target Plus or something, but yeah, there's like larger Target. Yeah,
I've never even heard of this. Now, I've seen pitiful
it has
tiny
like more
ones.
groceries. Like it, you know how like the standard Target has like maybe a little like a Kroger, not even a Kroger. Standard Target doesn't have a lot of groceries. There's a Super Target or something that like they have. It's bigger and they have like.
Never
a
even
full-on,
heard
like,
of this, bro. Are you for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, never even heard of this.
I'm trying to find one to tell you, but
You good? We like grocery
Anyway.
shopping at Target. It's fun. I've seen ones like there's one on University of Cincinnati's campus, or right off it, I should say. It's pitiful. It's tiny. I went to a couple in Chicago. I'm like, there's like nothing here. How is this a Target, bro? Right? Like,
they need to differentiate them. Like Walmart has like the Walmart neighborhood markets, I think they're called.
It's
and
just
like
groceries.
Groceries, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Target should have a, this is not a Target. Like, I could rob that store, okay, and probably rob the whole store. Like, I could probably steal everything.
Give me everything in one bucket.
Right. Give me everything. I'm taking it all.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
me being dramatic, of course. But this was not one of those
16
Targets.
handicap spots. And
This was
not
a
one
decently
was
sized Target, okay?
Okay.
This is not a one-off issue. I have noticed this a lot. Target is the worst offender of it by far. I'm never going to see a parking lot with, like Walmart does it. I think the first 2 parking spaces in each column
Every
are
row.
handicapped. Cool. 0 issues from Chaperian. I'm not saying F the handicapped, all right?
But
Did you say F the handicapped? No, I didn't.
I,
could trim it
Chaperian, am saying F the handicap. I'm going to cut it together.
That reminds me of like Carly. Push your grandmother down. Did you ever watch iCarly or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And literally, she's saying something else. She's like, and he goes, "I'll do it."
Yeah.
So imagine I'll do it. And they're like,
Love it.
she's getting hate bombed on the internet. Push your grandmother down.
The original AI videos.
Yeah.
YouTube poop.
This is a recurring issue, specifically with Target. I don't really notice it elsewhere, so maybe I'm saying Target needs to chill with the handicap spaces. But I guarantee they're not the only place doing this. Target, forgive me, I love Target. And I'm going to border on political here, so don't get the wrong idea with what I'm saying here. Because I'm not anti this, okay? I'm pro this.
But Chaperian, am anti.
Target is trying a little too hard in like a howdy do fellow kids kind of way to be like forward thinking, inclusive, all accepting, all welcome. What we got like 16 handicap spaces, bro. Right? You only have 5 columns of parking. God dang. 16 spaces, and they're huge. They're all wheelchair ramp accessible. Which again, it sounds so bad to be like, screw that. You know what I'm saying? But like,
make them walk.
These 16 spaces are at least 30 spaces wide total. Have to be. Okay. I bet if I counted how many they correspond to, it's 30 spaces. Probably. So if I'm like, they just dedicated 30 spaces to handicaps, none are taken. It feels like 97 degrees outside. I'm having to walk a city block to get inside this freaking store right now. Because you can't have even half of that amount. Half of that amount makes us better. Okay? If you want to be known as the store with like, we always have the most handicap spaces, that's fine. That's cool. Do that.
Do they even have like rascals at Target?
What are those called?
The little motorized carts. Do they even have those at Target?
Oh God.
I'm trying to think. They have to, I guess, right?
I imagine they do.
Maybe they're in like that weird middle section where all the buggies are like corralled around them.
Maybe they do. Yeah, I don't know if they do. I'd have to imagine they do. This would not go with the vibes of the 10,000 handicap spaces if they didn't.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't mind it like if I go to like an amusement park or something like that. I expect to park far away, and there's always a ton of open handicap spaces near the front. That's cool. I'm going to Target, man. There's never 30 handicapped people at Target at one time. If there are, I probably don't want to be there. Okay? I'm good. I probably want to be at home.
Well, wouldn't you want to be there? What are you saying? What do you mean by that?
It's probably going to suck to get to the store, bro.
What do you mean by that?
God. I know that sounds so bad. Sorry.
Man, you weren't lying when you said you were bringing some hate. Holy crap. And
I don't want to be there.
Proud hater.
If I show up and every single handicap space is taken at the super Target, all right, I'm probably turning around and going home. All right? I'm good. Oh, God.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say right
I'm being dramatic, bro, to the nth degree. But
to the log 10 degree.
To the log 10 degree, I'm being dramatic.
I can't remember what that does. I might sub you down to. You're not.
It might actually, yeah. He's not being that dramatic. I think my main point, I definitely will stand by and say, too many handicap spaces. They're never all taken. I go to Target 4 to 5 times a week. Way too much. But I do, okay?
Man, privilege.
My wife and I never, these days especially, will prep for a full week of groceries or needs. Never, right? So I need water at least 3 times a week because we don't drink sink water. Now, when we buy a house, which hopefully is soon, we'll do reverse osmosis, right? Put that in, and then you can drink it.
Reverse osmosis.
Yeah, without PFAs, then you can drink the water.
Without PFAs.
But for now, we have to buy, we buy gallons of water because Huntington water, Cincinnati water, Beckley water, all really bad for you, if you didn't know. So I got to get water 3 times a week at least. And then, yeah, if we don't need water, we forgot something else, or we want something else we need for dinner. So I'm at Target a lot.
Water.
They're never open. What did you say?
Get like 3 gallons of water every time you go instead of 1 or whatever you're getting.
We always get at least 3. You'd be surprised how not far 3 gallons of water goes. If you have 4 cats, 4 cats, right?
Okay,
Their
you
thing
do
takes
that.
half a gallon.
Give them the
They're
sink
filter
water.
based.
Are you serious? You're not giving your cats the sink water?
No, sir.
Oh my god.
If I'm not willing to drink it, why would I make my pet drink it? That's messed up.
So then don't give them cat food unless you wouldn't need it. Don't give them cat food.
I give them
You better
the science food, the expensive, the bougie food. Yeah, they get bougie food.
Have you tried it? You better
Of
make
course
sure
not.
you need it. You better.
If I was a cat, I'd be happy to get this food. The thing with this
If I was
food,
a dog, I'd
if
be
you,
happy to get sink water.
a vet, shut up. The vet told us with the food that we buy them. The issue with this food is they like it too much, so cats that go on this tend to get fat. I'm like, well, they need it. So one of them, they need it anyways, that is. So, yes, they're getting the good food and the good water. God forbid.
We got a reverse osmosis water fountain for our cats.
The fountain doesn't do it. But, yeah, you get what I'm getting at.
I do.
They get galloned water. All this to say, we hate the handicapped around here. Obviously not.
No,
Obviously
not we.
not. That's the joke. We obviously don't. And it sounds like I do with that statement. All I'm saying is, can we cool it a little bit? You're trying too hard. You're trying too hard to care. Okay? Thoughts?
That might be one of the takes that you've had on this whole series that I can't say I agree with at all. that might be one of the few where I'm like,
least
bro.
redeemable take. I thought of that, and I'm gonna throw my wife under the bus too. We were both like, God, I had to walk 10 miles. And for what it's worth, when we were leaving, all the spaces were empty. Okay, I said, what happened to everyone in the store? All the spaces are empty now, right? Like my whole row was empty of course it was, right? After I was leaving, and she was like, well, it doesn't help. There's 10,000 handicap spaces. There are, bro. It's too much. So I stopped when I got to the car and counted them. I'm like, God, and they're all empty. I know.
So if they were,
sounds really bad.
I don't know what to say.
No, I wouldn't have turned around and gone home if they were full. I was making a joke, dude. I'm trying to be funny. Humor. Comedy.
What's the most egregious here? Are you most upset that they have that many, or were you most upset that they were all empty? So you're like, ugh.
I guess that's kind of what I'm upset about. If they were all full, I'd be like, wow, that's kind of cool, actually. In all seriousness, right? Like, I bet whoever got that last handicap space, first of all, you're still walking kind of far because it's all one column. Like, that kind of is also part of the point. Is like that last handicap space really only serves the point of having the wheelchair ramp accessibility. And they still have to go pretty far.
It's all in one row?
At Target, yeah.
One column?
At the one I was at today and at the one we frequent the most, yeah, it's all one row. Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not.
Kind of weird, huh?
That's not what ours is. That's weird.
Yeah.
Next time I'm at my Target, I will count the number of handicap spaces and I will report back.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I should count them at the one we frequent too. I would imagine it's probably the exact same. I bet it's the exact same.
Standard Target, 16 handicap spaces.
But the standard 16. It's more so the fact that they're always empty, bro. They're always empty. If they're taken, there's 2 or 3 cars in them at most, man. There's never 16. They're never full, right? You don't need that many. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I can't be the only one who's thought this.
The
There's
handicapped
no way.
people deserve less space. Is the summary of this hot take from Chaperian himself.
If the general manager of that Target kept tabs for 6 months, and then including the busiest times of the year, and realized we got a lot of space out there that never gets taken, change those spaces.
Maybe.
Why not?
I also think that
It
you
sounds
are probably
really bad
in
to say. I know it sounds
you're
awful.
You're in the 1% of people. I do. Whenever I go to the grocery store, I don't care to park way far down.
I don't care either. I
put
cared
an
today.
extra
It was
spot.
really hot.
I will put an extra spot in between me and the next car. I'm like, hopefully nobody comes and fills this in. I'm really far down. I don't care. Maybe I'm too far the other way that I don't.
No,
I am
I don't
probably
think so.
that person that you're like, why are you parking this far away?
I tend to give people grief when they're like, "Good God, I got to walk 100,000 miles to get in." I'm like, it's not that bad, and you've got working legs. Today it sucked.
Unlike these handicapped people who
Today
take
it
way
sucked.
too much space.
Today it sucked, and I was not here
hot.
for it, bro.
It's hot, and I gotta walk farther because they're handicapped people.
It was more so the fact of like this parking lot looks ridiculous right now.
It sounds so bad. That's an SNL sketch.
It does. It does sound like I do sound like a Karen on an SNL sketch right now.
I have to walk in the heat, and all these people who can't walk have all these spaces.
All these people who can't walk are at home. Hern, that's the whole point.
Who can't walk.
These people who can't walk are always at home. These people who can't walk are always at home. They're never there. Anyways.
That's interesting.
With 90% of the hate that I've spewed here, I'm joking. I am at the end of the day saying, you don't need that many. That part I'm being serious about. Let's calm it down a little, okay? Because it's Target. You know the reputation Target has, okay? You know their reputation as a brand in the grand scheme of big box retailer stores. They're forward thinking, you know? It's too much.
I've always liked to joke about Target that this might be 100% true, actually, but I say that the target demographic of Target is white girls. And you can tell because every Target is a garbage inside. There are clothes everywhere. I can't imagine. Honestly, Walmart bathrooms are cleaner than Target bathrooms.
I don't know about that.
Me and my wife both agree with that because I'm like, maybe it's a guy thing. She's like, no,
the ones in the back are always cleaner at Walmart. I will not use the ones in the front. I only go to the Walmart bathrooms in the back. That's fair.
It's just like Targets, dude. I'm like, you can tell this is made for white girls because it makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense.
Because it makes no sense.
It's
if you go into a Target bathroom and then like you're washing your hands, right? You look at the trash can. There's always stolen merchandise tags. Always. We're robbing Targets blind because they don't care.
Yeah, I believe that for sure.
So, all that to say, I promise we're very accepting people on this podcast. Mm-hmm. I promise. It doesn't sound like it. It doesn't seem like it, but we are. Mm-hmm. Thoughts?
Not much. Not really. No. You've kind of left me in a loss for words.
I can't believe it. I know. It sounds so bad, bro. It sounds so bad. It is. Come on. Do you actually think lesser of me as a person for this hot take?
No, I don't think lesser of you as a person. Everybody's gonna have a mindset. I'm like, I don't agree with that at all. But this is one of those mindsets. I'm like, I don't agree with that at all.
It's hot, bro. I told you, I was like, this is gonna be one of the most controversial takes I've ever put out there.
And I think there is a difference between saying cold sandwiches are the best sandwiches and I had to walk today, so there's.
Come on, man. All I'm saying is I notice a lot of empty spaces over there all the time. Okay. And there's more of them at Target than there are anywhere else.
I'm gonna start
digging the hole deeper.
I
need to just shut up.
I promise from now on, I'm gonna start counting wherever I go, and we're gonna see. I want to see if there's a trend or whatever.
Yeah. Next time I go to it might be tomorrow. Probably be tomorrow. Apparently, next time I go to my frequent Target, I will let you know, and I will let you know how many freaking cars are in them too. It won't be more than 3 or 4. So, anything else for you, sir?
That's all I got, pal. I'm exhausted.
Hey. You can't cancel us when we haven't made it in the first place.
Hey, okay. This will be the one that comes back and bites us in the future.
Yeah, this is going to be the one. I was watching to see if you wanted a sponsorship, but...
You hated on handicapped people.
Good day, baby.
They may have won it, but it's still suck at Boston. The 2024 NBA champions. Suck at Boston.
Good day.